Russia's Far East has long been unexplored, but not anymore. Russia has fastened its efforts to explore the unexplored. The country's exploration is largely focused on gas. It is an initiative that will end Europe's only leverage on Russia. Hello and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of TFI Media Group. I am your host Surabhi. Let's begin with the video report. Russia's Far East is a massive area covering over 6.2 million square kilometers in size, or roughly two-thirds of the size of the United States, and makes up 36% of all of Russia. However, it not only has around 6 million residents, which is roughly 4.4% of Russia's total population, but its regional GDP only accounts for 5.6% of Russia's overall GDP. The area has an enormous amount of natural wealth like oil, natural gas, coal, gold, diamonds, and rare earth metals. So, the Far East has been Russia's Achilles heel, as the vast area has remained underdeveloped, secluded, demographically unstable, and open to the interference of other actors. We say open to interference because Vladivostok is only 830 miles from Beijing and 660 miles from Tokyo, and at the same time it is roughly 4,000 miles from Moscow. Now, Alexander Kozlov, the Minister of Natural Resources and the Environment, said on Tuesday that Russia intends to increase its geological research for hydrocarbons, including natural gas, in the Far East, and it strives to redirect its energy export to Asia in the face of Western sanctions. Kozlov emphasized in an interview with Rossiya 24 TV channel that expanding energy trade with Asia, and China in particular, would ensure Russia a consistent market for its oil and gas. He underlined, "We have set a priority for ourselves in geological prospective and exploration, and in aiding the search for mineral resources, particularly hydrocarbons, to be geographically closer to future consumers and transport infrastructure." The power of Serbia pipeline is the only one used by Russia to transport gas from eastern Serbia to China. However, since 2020, the Power of Serbia 2 pipeline has been in development by Russian energy giant Gazprom. Construction on the conduit, which will begin in 2024, will connect Russian gas reserves with China via Mongolia. Kozlov continued, "For example, the Power of Serbia pipeline, gas from which goes to China, we have made the decision to carry out geological exploration through Yakutia, so that there is not one but more pipelines going in the eastern direction, because this is guaranteed revenue for our country, guaranteed sales to a major partner." According to the Ministry of Natural Resources, there will be a spike in investment in the creation of mineral resource hub adjacent to friendly markets if the domestic oil and gas trade is redirected to nations that have not joined the sanctions against Russia connected to Ukraine. This will end Russia's dependence on Europe as a market for its natural gas. To put things in perspective, Europe was the main market of natural gas from Russia, taking nearly 75% of the country's overall natural gas exports. Most of that natural gas was shipped to France, Germany, Turkey, Italy, Belarus, and Spain. The dependence of Russia on Europe as a gas market is far more than on oil. Even though the oil exports are 49% to Europe, Russia has managed to find a good market in China and India, who have welcomed the dramatic increase in exports from the country. However, the constraints with gas is that most of the Russian exports to Europe is through the pipelines. So, as Russia looks to explore its Far East, it will be eliminating its Achilles heel. It will seek customers in Asia, effectively ending its dependence on Europe as its market for gas. Hence, we can say that with the move, it will be killing two birds with a stone.